Rick and I have separate bank accounts, which I don't know if that's weird, but before we got married, that was just something, I came to you and I was like, I have insecurities, nerves, trust issues with money, so...
I thought it was weird because, both of us were married before.
Yeah.
And in my first marriage, I went out and worked. My wife stayed home, watched the kids, which is also work.
Yep.
But I brought home the money. She managed the money, which I'll be honest, it didn't really work out that well for us.
Why did she manage the money? I'm just curious.
I was busy. I didn't want to deal with it. And
okay.
She was okay with doing that.
Okay.
So that was just kind of the agreement. And I always, my parents did it that way, I think.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. I just thought that was kind of the right way to do things.
Right.
And then you and I started discussing different ways. I like having separate bank accounts, although that was your idea and I was opposed to it at first.
Yeah. So tell me what you think of this. They did a big study out of Indiana University, followed 230 engaged or newly married couples for 2 years. And some couples were asked to keep separate bank accounts. Others were told to open a joint bank account. And then the third group could just choose for themselves. They found in the end the couples who opened joint bank accounts were significantly happier, had a higher quality relationship than those who kept separate accounts.
So it kind of brought them together instead of, I would have thought there'd be more arguments about it because they know exactly what's happening.
Well, that's what I feel like with us. We don't really argue about money because I'm not harping on you with what you're doing with your money, you're spending money, and you're not doing that with me.
Some of our money obviously crosses over.
Sure.
And we help each other with the
bills and stuff like that.
And all that kind of stuff. And that will probably even evolve more the longer we're together and married.
Right.
But it's like you, and for some reason, you think that I care when you buy a shirt somewhere, like I'm judging you, or I don't care. That's your money. You earned it.
I know, but I think it comes from my past, like having a joint bank account and being managed.
When I see a guy who, we want to go out to lunch and he has to call his wife and say, hey, can I buy a hamburger today?
Oh, yeah.
Who wants that life?
That is not good.
And they're out there. There's a lot of them.
Oh, there are. Researchers believe, though, that the joint bank accounts helped these couples have aligned financial goals, increased transparency, and a shared understanding of marital responsibilities. So you can go with the research or you can go with our advice. We're sticking with the separate bank accounts.